All right, we are walking down the boulevard of broken dreams right now, my friends. Bank of Canada raised interest rates another 0.25 to an overnight lending rate of 4.75%. And in this video, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't actually care. Let's get into it. I'm that Agent Kelly. I talk about Canadian real estate and my local market of Abbotsford and the Fraser Valley. If you guys enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you want to chat one-on-one, I got a link in my description where you can book yourself right into my calendar. So Bank of Canada has raised rates once again. I remember just over a month and a half ago, economists had it pegged as a 10% chance that they were actually going to raise rates. So pretty funny how quickly things can change. So leading up to this rate hike, everyone was obviously talking about what was going to happen, but I didn't pay too much attention to it, and the reason why is I don't think it's going to affect real estate very much going forward. There's obviously other moving parts in the economy that it's going to affect, and maybe there are people on variable rate mortgages that this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, but in the big scheme of things, I don't think it's going to change much going on, at least in the short term. And the first reason I don't care is probably, well, pretty much every single buyer and every single person I know that has either bought a home or renewed a mortgage has gone fixed basically in the last 10 months. And as you guys know, variable rate mortgages are what's tied to overnight lending rates. So when the Bank of Canada raises the overnight lending rate, that will raise variable rate mortgages, but it doesn't affect fixed rate mortgages because fixed rate mortgages are tied to bond yields. Now, I know fixed rate mortgages have been going up as of late. However, I'm talking about specifically this rate hike, and the rate hike that just happened is completely or indirectly correlated to fixed rates. So I'm talking about specifically this rate hike, and I don't think it's going to have much effect on buyer demand in regards to the fact that everyone's getting a fixed rate mortgage right now anyways. And with the recent increase in fixed rate mortgages, maybe that demand should slow down, but it won't be because of that rate hike. And the second reason that I don't really care is I think that market sentiment, people are generally under the assumption that this is either going to be the last rate hike or there's going to be one more, but rates shouldn't increase too much from where they're at right now. Not only that, I think a lot of people have seen that interest rates have increased 4.25% in the last year, and prices are barely down from when this rate hike cycle started in March 2022. Now, prices are down big off the peak of February, but we came down, 10% before the first rate hike ever even happened. So people have seen the Bank of Canada raise rates a ton, 4.25%, and it hasn't affected prices too much thus far. So I don't think a 0.25 increase is going to affect the sentiment too much. However, if we see another rate hike in July, I think that would be Bank of Canada bringing down the hammer. I think that would definitely instill some fear into the market and we'd see a big change. But a 0.25 for now, I don't think it'll change too much. And the third reason that I don't care too much is because I think that the Bank of Canada will be cutting rates before this 0.25 ever has a chance to filter through and settle in the economy. Just like I was saying in the second reason why I don't care, is that rates are up 4.25% and it's barely affected prices over a year into this. So it's going to take probably a year and a half before we see the effects of this 0.25. And I personally think that something will happen in the economy that forces the Bank of Canada to start cutting rates before we ever see the effect from this 0.25 increase. Now, all that being said, I'm not saying that bad stuff won't happen because of this. I'm just saying that the effect from it probably won't be big enough that I felt like I needed to pay too much attention to what was going on. Like I said, there's going to be people on floating variable rate mortgages where, maybe this is the extra $100 a month that gets added onto their payment that finally forces them to sell their home. So I think that there will be a little bit more inventory coming into the market because of this. But I feel like anything bad that is to happen in the short term won't be because of this rate hike. It will be because of stuff that has already been transpiring under the rug for the last year, basically. Anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. As always, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Like this video. I'm that Agent Kelly, and I'm making moves to move you. Peace.